Hi folks, this is Pete from the Beam team for Woke Beam Makers, hashtag BeamFX. So I get a lot of inquiries about beams, and 10 times out of 10 people ask me for the price of a beam that's, let's say, 6 feet long. Unfortunately, I cannot give you a quote based on 6 feet long. First of all, I'd like it in metric rather than feet. I've already got to convert it back again. But basically, the length means from there to there. Quite simple. It's so many feet or so many meters long. So preferably in meters. So if you imagine this is the ceiling as opposed to the worktop. So we're looking for the length, and then we need to know the width, which is from side to side. Okay, and then the last one we need to know is how thick it is. Okay, so we call that the height, to make it simple. So basically length times width times height, and that's looking up at the ceiling. So the other question I have to ask you is, what kind of beam is it? Is it something that's already been boxed in, an RSJ, or obviously a boxed in beam that's been painted or wallpapered or whatever over 50 years? Then we call that a cover. So if we are covering an existing box or an existing beam, that is known as a cover. Okay, so our resin plaster system goes on to that, usually with a bare preparation to the paint. If it's a brand new RSJ, it could be bare plasterboard. That's fine, we can go straight onto that. So that's a cover beam. So again, with those 3 dimensions and also your postcode, I can give you an idea of exactly what it's going to cost you. We do cover the country, and we do supply and fit only. I don't supply beams because it's a very difficult thing to post in the GPO. Can't get one in a letterbox if it's 5 meters long. So basically, supply and fit. The other concept we do is what we call a free hanging beam. So if that's the ceiling, I know I'm working upside down, bear with me. That's the ceiling, there's nothing there. There's no beams, there's no boxes, there's no RSJs. It's just a space on your ceiling that you want beams on. That is called a free hanger. And a free hanging beam, what we do is we create the beam here at our workshops. It's usually in pieces. Again, if it's more than a couple of meters long, they're very difficult things to transport. So we then come along with the free hanging beam. We then box that in, adhere that to the ceiling, and then basically you have the effect you want, whether it's like this one, like an oak finish, or pitch pine, or mahogany, whatever you like, generally. And there's no restrictions on length or width or height. And also the style, so you can have it dark oak like this one, or you can have it medium or light, or a very contemporary one. So free hanging, imagine there's nothing, and I want some beams down there, which I did think of doing on this one. But yeah, that's a free hanger. So those are a different price, because obviously we've got to make the beam first. Boxed in beams, a cover, dead simple. We arrive and drive. We can fit them usually in a day with very little mess and no upheaval. And any style we do, there's no major building work, there's no holes in the wall. And as you can see by the cover on that one, or the finish on that one, it's better with the light off. Not particularly, but that you can see the different colours. So one or two of the guys out there that are doing false beams tend to do one colour only, and then they leave you with a pot of colour just to darken it down if you want to do. I prefer to do it and let it fade into its own natural state. And if you look carefully into that corner there, you can see the different stripes. Under the lights are a bit bright, I do apologise. But so that's it. Let me know. It's the Beam team. You can catch us on www.stonefxwalls.co.uk, which suggests we also do Stone Effect. That's a Stone Effect wall, which is a render that we manipulate to make it look like natural stone, even down to things like columns and lintels. So anytime, give me a shout and we'll sort a price out for you.